Okay, let us examine the phosphorus cycle. So we're looking at the phosphorus cycle. So how do we begin this biogeochemical cycle? By first asking us what's the reservoir of the phosphorus cycle. So the reservoir of the phosphorus cycle is actually the sedimentary rock. So phosphates, I put it like that, in sedimentary rock. In sedimentary rocks. So that is your reservoir. Okay, all right. So now from this reservoir, the phosphates will be moved. All right, move to the biotic component, or it might be moved to other abiotic components from this. So how is it moved? All right, so how is it moved? So first of all, a physical process will take place. All right, the physical process we are talking about is the weathering. All right, so through the weathering process, okay, this is basically rain coming down. All right, so the rain comes down and it kinds of dilutes, it kinds of dissolves, all right? It kinds of dissolves the phosphates, all right? So this is the physical process we're talking about. So through the weathering process, through the rain that comes and falls onto the sedimentary rocks, the phosphates are transferred, are moved from the rocks, and they go into the soil, so the land soil. So we have phosphates in the land soil. Now from this land soil, part of the phosphates undergo leaching and they dissolve, they're going as dissolved phosphates in ocean water. That means they eventually go to into the sea, ocean water. This is the leaching process. Okay, the leaching process. This is the leaching process. I just put leaching here. All right, so through the weathering process, the phosphates from the red sedimentary rocks have moved onto the phosphates in the land soil. And then through the leaching process, part of the phosphates in the land soil, not all, part has gone into a dissolved phosphates in ocean waters, all right, in the ocean water. Okay, so now phosphates in the land soil, what happens? Now the plant is able to absorb them, so the plants absorb. So to the absorption, all right, the plants take in. It goes into the plants. And then these plants are then eaten by herbivores, and then herbivores are eaten by carnivores. So I put one lump sum, it goes into the animals. So now the phosphates are in the animals. So plants and animals, we have got them. So meanwhile, in the dissolved phosphate in the ocean water, you have what we call aquatic plants or marine plants. Okay, they will absorb them. They will absorb them. So this is aquatic plants. These aquatic plants are then eaten by marine animals or aquatic animals, or you can see marine animals, aquatic animals or marine animals. All right, it is now inside there. So you already got that. Okay, so it's there. So now what will happen? Remember, all living organisms must die. So they will die. All right, so when they die, what will happen to them? They will undergo what we call decomposition. When they undergo decomposition, the phosphate is returned to the soil. Again, leaching will take place and partly will go back into the soil. So we will put this as that. I think I put it here over that. Okay, so all of them will die. From the dam, okay, it goes into the decomposers. And then I have no choice, but I have to put it like that. Okay, try avoiding crisscross, but in this case, I can't avoid the crisscross. Okay, all right. Sorry, not here. Wrong arrow. It should go to that. Land and here. Okay, so that means depth of this two, decomposition of these two, we'll send it back here. Depth of these two, decomposition of these two, we'll send it back to the land soil, and then it cancel repeat. All right, so right now we have that. Okay, now is that the only thing? Now, part of this dissolved phosphate in the ocean will undergo deposition. And will form the sedimentary rock at sea base. Sedimentary rocks in the sea bed through deposition. And then this is a physical process. We call it geological uplifting. Through the geological uplifting, the sedimentary rock is lifted up to above the ground, above the sea level, and goes into as sedimentary rocks, and the cycle is completed. This is how you perceive your phosphorus cycle. As you move, what you do, you are connecting each biotic component with a biotic component, and at the same time, you are identifying the physical and biological process that occurs. Okay, so for example, here is decay. This is the decay process. That's your decay process. That's your decay process. That's the biological process. Okay, the rest I already showed you. Okay, this is feeding. All right.